Hi everyone, today we are going to be talking about everything you need to know to make a successful GMAP application. GMAP is the Graduate Management Accelerated Program for UBA. If you are looking to apply, if you want to apply, if you do not know about the opportunity, we are going to spill all the teas. This is the most important video you need to watch to get all the gist. All right. So my name is Success Utomi, and with me here is my beautiful co-host.
I'm Justina.
All right. Let's get into it. Hi, Justina. All right. Can you tell us about GMAP?
GMAP, I'm sure that you guys know what it means. That's why you're here, right? It's a graduate management program by UBA Bank. UBA is a leading bank in Nigeria, and it's for young, vibrant graduates that are looking to that have passion for sales and delivering exceptional service at any scale. If you are looking to start an exciting career, especially in the banking industry, the financial sector, this is your opportunity to do that across Africa. And GMAP is literally the best platform to start. We are going to look at the requirement. I'm going to allow Success to speak to this.
About the requirement for GMAP, it's not for that mathematics. You don't have to. What you need, if you have a bachelor's degree, a minimum of a second class lower from a recognized university, NUC recognized, or a good university, you should scale with that. Then you must have completed NYSC, right? And you must not be more than 27 years. The current one has a caveat. You must not be more than 27 years by December 31st, 2025. So if your birthday falls from now till December 30, 2025, and you'll be more than 27 years by then, you may not be qualified for this. But if you fall under the age bracket, then give it a shot. The deadline for this particular GMAP 2025 is 20th of July 2025. 20th of July 2025. So I wanted to point that out.
Yeah, and this GMAP program, the GMAP for this year is open to all African countries where UBA operates. So it doesn't matter if you're in Nigeria, doesn't matter if you're in Kenya, wherever it is, okay, you can sign up for this training. And another thing, one of the requirements, this is going to be a very, very comprehensive and hands-on training experience. Okay.
Yeah,
so if you're not ready for that, if you're not ready to put in the work, then you might need to take a step back. And another benefit, career growth. It is a clear path for advancement, opportunities to learn new skill, to build your career in the financial sector, and of course, they have a very attractive entry level compensation. Yeah.
Yeah. So how the GMAP works, right? Let's talk about the selection process. So first of all, you need to apply with your CV and all that. Then people who meet the requirements will be shortlisted. The others will be, will I say, sent packing, or will be delisted. The opposite of shortlisted is what? Well, will be delisted. So the people who make it past will then be served an assessment, right? They'll take a first level assessment, right? Just math, English, GMAT, yeah, math, English, I think some general knowledge as well, right? Then after that, after the first level assessment, usually there will be an assessment center, right? So you can go from the assessment center is a series of assessments. Assessment center is not a place. When I say assessment center, I'm not saying a center for assessment. It's not a special incubation center, right? It's just a series of assessments ranging from presentation, case studies, scenario based interview, just it's like an ETF, an index of, yes, an index of several assessments, like a food salad of assessments, right? Then after the assessment center, people will make it through, or some other people would be delisted from going into the next stage. And then the next stage, there will also be an interview, right? A series of interviews, managers interview, and different interviews. Yeah.
And so now I know that you guys have been waiting for the juicy part. Like, what are your salary expectations? But before we even talk about salary expectations, I just want to point out that this management trainee program, right, has like a 6 month training period where it is purely hands-on academy training. Like, they'll take you through the whole everything you need to know about UBA, everything you need to know about different units in UBA, so that once you are deployed to a particular unit, it will be easy for you to just navigate your way. So you have a 6 months period for the training. And moving on to salary expectations, obviously the salary is very, very attractive, right? But for the first 6 months, you are going to receive, let's say,
Like a range. Do you have like a range?
okay, for a range, I would say around 100 to 150,000 naira in Nigeria. So depending on your country, obviously the currency will be different. Then for the monthly salary is within 400 to 500. It can be more really, but yeah.
So I needed to point out that these figures and estimations are based on last year's GMAP, right? So a lot has changed in 1 year. We've gone deeper into the Tinubu era, right? So it's possible that the compensation may be more this year, but these are estimations based on last year's GMAP. Yeah, please go on.
What else? I believe we've covered everything, but before we leave, we have some tips for applicants. Okay, if you are preparing for something like this, you need to understand that a lot of people are applying for it. Thousands of people are applying for it. So you have to prepare thoroughly. If you need to go back and start studying all those GMAT questions, aptitude tests, just make sure you practice aptitude tests, you engage in mock interviews just to be able to build your confidence and to put yourself out there to come out at the top. And another thing, I would say one of the do you want to speak to this?
Speak to what?
To one of the tips for applicants, yeah, before I go on.
Yeah, for the assessment center, you'll be placed in groups for case studies, for group presentations, for simulations, right? For role plays and all that. So I just wanted to say you should demonstrate leadership. In such a scenario, everybody is trying to put their best foot forward. Nobody is coming into such an interview trying to lagger back or something like that, right? So demonstrate leadership. Give your interviewer a good impression of you, even if you have bad behavior normally, right? Put your best foot forward. Demonstrate leadership. In your interactions with people. So you are doing an interview, maybe a role play, and somebody has not spoken. You can what would a good leader do? You want the best for the team, right? So you can throw a question and be like, okay, we'll have call the person and say, would you like to speak about this? Just demonstrate leadership. Yeah. Then another thing, UBA's values. So if you are going to be applying for this, make sure you know about UBA, right? Look through their history, look at what they do, look at what are their core values, what is their mission, what is their vision. This will even guide your interview, right? When they ask you why do you want to come to UBA, you will not just be speaking something generic. You'll be able to you'll be able to tie your ambition down to UBA to show the interviewer that yes, there's an alignment, right? So, do you want to say?
Yes, and before we, go off and conclude this video, one thing I want to say is throughout this journey, you have to be as authentic as possible. Show that you are genuinely interested in the banking sector and not just because of the money. Obviously, the money is a big factor, but show that you are genuinely interested in the banking sector and also show that you are committed or you are interested in UBA's value in Africa's economy, economic development. Just be yourself, okay? As much as possible. I'm not going to, just like Success said, he said, even if you have bad behavior, keep it aside, right? But at the same time, make sure that you are authentic, make sure that you put in your best effort, make sure that you show out and show yourself, okay? Try as much as possible to be confident. And, I know that this is definitely, it's possible to get in. So, yeah, just be yourself.
I just wanted to also mention that the link to apply for the GMAP would be in the description of this video. Make sure
Yeah.
to click it if you are interested and want to apply. Also, make sure to hit that subscribe button. We give you so much value for free. This channel will be your hub for personal development, job opportunity desk, personal development, growth, name it. So subscribe
Subscribe.
and turn on the notification bell so that when
Yeah,
we post new videos, you'll
you'll
be
be
the
the first
first.
to get it. All right. Bye. We wish you the very best of luck. Bye.